All right, big game for the Houston Rockets, I believe. They have hopes and dreams. They've been the number one team pretty much most of this NBA season. They have hopes and dreams of beating the Golden State Warriors next round. This is like a mental game for them in Golden State. You just watch Golden State. Ooh, Chris Paul. Rudy Gobert, come here. Come here, Defensive Player of the Year. Skates. Look, again, this Rockets team, this whole team was designed to beat Golden State. And it's an analytical team. That's why you go out and trade a lot of your pieces for guys like Chris Paul. You go out and you keep a Ryan Anderson, even though it would have been lucrative to trade him, right? As Donovan Mitchell goes up top to Rudy Gobert. This is all about Golden State. So you need games like this as a little mental edge, or at least to stay afloat, as you just seen the Warriors come off of a loss against the Pelicans in Game 3 and blow them out in Game 4. So you just seen that like an hour ahead of time. You got to come out here and handle business against Utah. I get it. They're a difficult team. But right now you're playing for rest and preparation. If the Warriors are going to win and they're going to end their series in 5, Rockets got to end their thing in 5. You know, if the Warriors lose against the Pelicans Game 5, Rockets could lose a game. You need a mental edge going against that Warriors team as Ingles drills a 3. That's your only hope at this thing, is to hope you catch a couple of their guys on off nights, because Chris Paul and James Harden are still outnumbered. They got some good guys on that Rockets team, but they're outnumbered still. Dante Exum getting past Nene, getting into the lane. It's been pretty decent this season. Dante Exum, a top prospect coming into the league. Many will believe he hasn't lived up to his expectations. Let's see if he can turn it around with this Utah team now. Harden, Gerald Green, 3 ball. It's good. Rockets up 7 early. Now Harden's got the mismatching. I mean, he's going straight to the rim. There's nothing Urepko can do about that. Nothing, Nathaniel. Now I will say this. O'Neal for the Jazz got injured early in this game. Had a little knee buckle. And he's back in the game now, but I don't know if he's the same guy. Chris Paul to Gerald Green. We got a double-digit game as we kick off the second. Chris Paul had a really good game. I think he had 28 points in this one. Luke Mbamute and 1. I believe Chris Paul gets the assist for that. Crowder, Trey Ball. I am so proud of Jay Crowder's game. I mean, he looked like the guy in Boston, but he was struggling in oh wow, tough shot by Chris Paul over Donovan Mitchell. He was struggling in Cleveland, so good to see him get back to what he's great at doing. Nice hustle by Clint Capella to Ariza. Oh my goodness. Wow. 15-point game. Donovan Mitchell spinning. Whew. Tucker. You can cop shoes, but you couldn't cop Donovan Mitchell on that play. EG. Fine. And Tucker, can I give me a little get back? Trey Ball on the other end. Utah trying to make a run, but the Rockets got the answer. Here's Crowder. Finding Mitchell. Mitchell, the rookie, leading this young Utah team in a territory that they probably shouldn't be in. Look at O'Neal, a little limp. You got to believe if he's healthy. Like I said, he had a knee injury early on in this game. If he's healthy, you got to believe he jams that home for 2. CP3 and 1. Again, Jazz making a run. Every time there's an answer. O'Neal. Oh, sheesh. I thought that knee was giving him issues. My bad. Okay, O'Neal. Ingles. A little raking it. That's a really good play. That's a good play by Tucker. That was going through the bottom of the nets. And Utah would have had all the momentum in the world. That's a good play. 49-40 is Mitchell. He's so good with that spin move. 51-43 now is Mitchell. Again, another and 1. Back-to-back and 1s by Mitchell. It's a 5-point game now. Utah almost gets the turnover. They don't get it. Capella gets the 2. 7-point game now. Still in the first half, and the Jazz are coming. Mitchell getting whatever he wants right now in this quarter. Attacking the rim. Another 2. Chris Paul and 1 with the answer. It's a 10-point game. Let's make our way to the third. It's Harden for 3. It's good. Rockets come out firing. 13-point game. CP3, high arcing jumper, mid-range game on fleek is good. O'Neal on the other end to Ingles, who's been tremendous in his playoffs. Had a big series against the Thunder. Continuing that against the Rockets as Ingles goes off glass for 2. Back down to a 10-point game now. Can the Rockets answer? It's CP3 looking, finds a fadeaway jumper over Mitchell is good. 67-55 now. Other end, O'Neal, Ingles looking fine, and what a pass to Rudy Gobert. The soon-to-be Defensive Player of the Year jams it home for 2. Other end now, Eric Gordon over the soon-to-be Defensive Player of the Year for 2. Eric Gordon again now for 3. Oh, he's coming alive. He's kind of had his struggles throughout the playoffs so far. 15-point game now. Harden finding Capella. He was big in this game. This Rockets team is a totally different team when Capella plays with passion. It's CP3. No, Nenada rebound. Chris Paul gets right back to his spot. Feels a little better about this one. It's a 19-point game. Now 18 points after a Jazz free throw. It's Ingles up top to Favors. Jams it home for 2. 16-point game now. It's Burks. Favors. Ingles. Let me get a little screen. Psych, I don't need it. Ingles dunks it home for 2. 14-point game. Can the Jazz make one last run at this thing? Chris Paul's like, no, they can't. No, they won't. A crazy three-pointer by CP3. Now, to end the third, Jerebko's like, I thought about it. He passes it. It leads to a three-pointer. 14-point game now. Mitchell, deep 3. This Jazz fan base believes they have a run in them. And, whoa, no and one? Oh, goodness grief. 81-70. CP3. Oh, come here. In goes. Like I said, CP3 had 27, 28 in this game. Maybe his best game of the playoffs is that NATO getting hot. Chris Paul and the Clint Capella open 2. NATO got hot in this game. Oh, steal by Donovan Mitchell. Hey. 9-point game now. NATO, Crowder, Trey Ball. No, Rudy Gobert with the putback. Jazz getting some momentum. It's a 5-point game now. CP3 to Capella. No, putback. Yes. 87-80. The Rockets get a stop now. Harden looks up, finding a hot hand in Chris Paul. Chris Paul to Reeves out the corner for 3. It's good. Now, 8-point game now. Chris Paul still working. Hesitating. Stopping on the dime. Knowing where Rudy Gobert is at, not going to let him block the shot. Getting to his spot. Chris Paul is one of the best guards all time as a small guard. Getting his shot off over bigger defenders. Clint Capella makes the big block there. It's a 10-point game now. Rockets looking to close this thing out. I don't know how Harden does this, but it's an and one. Donovan Mitchell with the foul. And Donovan Mitchell's going to foul out in a few seconds from here. And this might be this Utah Jazz's last look at him this season. He's had a tremendous rookie season. Nothing to be discouraged about. And where's the foul at? I believe it's coming up soon. Anywho, another block by Clint Capella. Give me that. The Houston Rockets are going to win this series as Tucker puts the icing. Well, they're going to win this game. Excuse me. We got one game to go. I believe this series might be over in 5. Oh, my goodness. What a block. Another one by Capella. He had a career high or a playoff high 6 blocks. Rockets win. I'm not going to say this was an easy win because the Jazz fought, but they get it double digits, 187. Now they're looking to close this thing out. Game 5 Tuesday night in Houston, I believe.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.